I like how, like I said before last time, this shit's like Captain's Log. It's more like Divalin Cheese Log. Today was a wonderful day. And as always, Steno, aka the Stegosaurus, looks cuter than ever before. But then again, our new director Godorofu's warnings and things that he's said before, we can't ignore it any longer. We need to make sure that Steno-kun existed in this special singularity, and because he existed in this special singularity, therefore he exists in this current place. So that means see. It's cool because it's writing like in notes, but at the same time it's like an observation note too. It says that Godorov specifically said Steno, aka Stekun, aka Stegosaurus. Stegosaurus exists in this special singularity only equals perhaps. And it says Stegosaurus might be the main source of the singularity's problem. Equals, is that so? Question mark. But one thing is for certain out of all the questions. It's the fact that one day, I'm going to say goodbye to Stekun. That is something that might have happened, but might not have happened incident. It says, yeah, never mingled or never intervened whatsoever. When it comes to thought process, theories, or even sharing minds or cross a path. In true sense. That neither one of us could be what sort of existence that we could become in the future or in the present, in the little presence that lies on ahead. In the very end, we'll never know and will only be counted as a mere dream or illusion, or a fantasy at that. That in that cave, there was a monster. I don't tell lies. There is no such things as monster. I am always correct. I do not like you. I do not like you as well. And so I would head towards the ocean. I will go somewhere that you will never follow me into the sea where it's so very vast. I will conquer and rule the sea. It says, I don't know anything about that whatsoever. After all, the world has a lot more things to do besides the entire ocean. Many luxuries and fun stuff laying around. Don't follow me. You too. And two of them engaged in a conversation, started walking on the exact opposite ways. Whether they meet or not, whether they conversated or whether we can prove the conversation is real or not. Every single memory and history was nothing more than a mere history. I don't know what the fuck that was. It says, hey, aren't they a little too weak? Mm. Mm. No, no, no. Please do not fret. They're just a mass production unit after all, and they're only merely in their first stage. So please do expect better product in the next modification. After all, a new mass-produced product has been now assigned and ready to go. Oh, so does that mean that you're gonna you're gonna update this thing every time? Yes, of course we must. After all, that's funny. If I were to say it in the modern terminology, 7 becomes an XP, and an XP becomes ME. Something of sort like that. Essentially, this is a nice reference to Windows, right? Windows 7, Internet 7 to Internet XP, then Internet XP became Microsoft Edge. Essentially, from 7 turns into XP, and then XP turns into ME. Nice little reference there. And then Vitra, because remember, it goes because it technically supposed to go Windows Windows XP to 7, but Doman is low-key downgrading. And so Vitra's like, wait, aren't you downgrading? Whatever. Anyway, if they're getting stronger than ever before, then I do not care what happens next. Good. Just keep doing that and make sure you obtain that. Of course, as you wish. To that person, that thing doesn't suit it whatsoever. It said something like that should only be held by someone who has a quite abundant of dreamful desires towards human expectation should be able to hold. I think Vitra wants the dinosaur. I think Vitra wants the dino. Who that? That's Vitra. Huh. Good morning, Da Vinci Chan. Why are you shaking? Good morning. It says, has something happened? It seems that you were looking at Stekun and you kind of was feeling down. Yep. I don't know, but all of a sudden at night, it started to cry out once it got out of bed. Was it hungry or something? I tried it feeding vegetables, but it didn't seem to have any effect. It seems that it misses something. I wonder if it misses its friends. After all, being alone is a little saddening and very heartbreaking. Is it really alone though? I wonder. Yeah. in the Scotland, there are still legends of a Loch Ness monsters and other Nishi type problems. There are there are another quote unquote modern mystery type that a dinosaur still exists in the modern era. I don't think that's it. It says, no matter how unknown or any divinity be left on this earth, the fact that this that this super ancient old creature were to be left alive, this world is not that kind or not that as friendly as you'd think. Not just some eyewitness that's very misjudging and very not trustworthy. When it comes to actually existing as a living sample or actual living creatures, then it's very difficult and hard to prove the fact that it could be a thing. So Stekun's the fact that we're holding him, the fact that we're seeing him, the fact that we're witnessing his existence right here and right now is practically a miracle itself. There. It's okay. It says, I wonder why it materialized as a Holy Grail, though. Maybe the Holy Grail granted this child's wish. No. Well, I can't tell for sure, but my instinct says otherwise. And perhaps maybe someone has wished for Stekun's revival. Is that how that works? Oh, sorry. Let's do our very best today too, okay, little one? Good morning, people. Hello. This will be our third treasure hunting. Let us start our investigation. Oh, damn. So you do see him as a rival, don't you? And with that said, I will be now assigning those people who will be staying behind, and those are... Yep. At the same time, we need to figure out what on earth has happened with these mass-produced Columbuses. We gotta get more information about them. When it comes to information gathering, please let that please leave that to I and Mondo Ricardo. Huh? Wait, me? Getting intel information gathering? But why? It says, an expression of a hero who has been betrayed by his comrade right after being defeated by a demon lord. Well, all I wanted you to do is tag along with me in the first place if you had nothing to do. Then I will be following these two then today I'll be following those two to gather more information. I'm a little worried about them after all. Well, yes. I think that worrisome is in the right direction. Thank you. Then if that's the case, we will follow too. Okay, Rengoku? Yeah. Well, if 5 people are gathering information, that should be suffice. Then the rest would. Ah. What? Guff, you staying back down this time, huh? If that's the case, I'll stick to it. After all, I am your guardian. A temporary guardian for the time being. Yes. Um, I'm so glad that you have not forgotten in a span of one night. Well, kindness, take care of yourself, okay? I'll just do whatever. You guys better not be walking too late. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You guys better not be walking around too late until yeah, after dark. You hear me? You do what you do and come back home straight. Before the sun goes down is the best ideal. After all, he'll be making dinner waiting for your ass to waiting for your ass before we can all eat. Okay. With that said, let's head out, everyone, to the third special treasure. Go! Hey, before you all go, make sure you eat your breakfast. Before we go, it's food time! It seems that the map locations that we found earlier suggest that we're on the right coordinate here, but it seems to be just a forest. Huh? No, look. If you look at it close enough, there's a man-made structure of a road kind of seen here and there. I think we're on the right path. Hey, doesn't that look a little Eastern? Little JP type? I wonder what leads us to it. あ、そっか。馴染みがなかったからそんな風に見えなかったけどさ。It says here, you might not gotten used to it. I've seen it many times before, so maybe you didn't get it. But see, look. For instance, you see that little you see that little vine right there? It's kind of sticking next to the rock. It's almost as if like it's a safety net or some sort of a line to kind of make it so that it's kind of leading you somewhere. Look. Anything that has a line like that and it's kind of snapped in half and creating a single straight road, maybe we'll find a temple or something. I don't know why, but in this irregular place, I feel like I'm already at home. That's what I felt, baby. Now that you mention it, I can definitely sense that too. Well, with that said, let's just... With that said, let's just let Miss Nagiko, aka Sei, take care of the route and be our tour guide for us. What? Are you serious? Yep. Being cautious is important too. But being instinctive and following what you think is right is also important as well. Okay. Watch just how reliable I can be. So everybody follow my back and follow my lead. It says, should we let that... should we really let that buffoon idiot lead the way? It says we might not have, we have no lead, so maybe we should let her do what she wants. Well, whatever. I guess if you are okay with that. It says walking around some random places. It's also a nice little quality time to increase bond points little by little, isn't it? I'm perfectly well with that situation. Oh, I've noticed that you've came by. Hi. It says, what is the way you treat me or the way you're categorizing me right now is as if I just pop out of nowhere and then come out whenever it's convenient like a wild animal. Oh shit! Chanmasu, which means master. Chanmasu, I found some really strange stuff. Check it out. Look, look. Now give me your hand. I'm gonna pull you out. We're gonna dash in. Go, go, go. Follow me. Ah! It says, oh, hey, don't steal my master. What's wrong with you? We make sure. Well, yeah, we can't lose sight of her. Please, senpai, wait up. We're getting dragged. Right now, we're getting fucking dragged by a berserker. Ah! You've started running all of a sudden, and next thing we know, Miss Nagiko, what did you find? Something is definitely up. This is a dead end. It's just a big ass boulder in the way. Oh, nice. It's Shisa. It's just look. But it looks like a very cute little dog sitting, standing, aligning next to each other. So cute. まあ私にはできませんが、私にはできませんが。I like how she says those little dog statues are cute and little. They're putting next to side. It's not as cute as me, of course. Not as cute as me. Not my enemy whatsoever. So it says not gonna comment. Yes, you are quite correct. It says Mo, Master, you're quite mean sometimes. You know that? It says, okay, enough little chit chat. Let's try to figure out what these statues mean. Yes, these two statues, I wonder what it represents. Maybe it's some sort of key. We probably have to do something. I wonder what it is. All right. And then maybe we'll just get the dog statue and what it どこに目向けたんじゃい? Oh. Fuck it. Say's like, okay, let me put my arm around the dog's neck and be like, hey, what the fuck are you looking at? Nah! And just fucking put him in that shit in a chokehold. So imagine Say chokeholding the shit out of a statue right now. It says, what the hell are you doing? It says, yeah, what are you trying to do with our valuable source of information to, and hey, it seems that the gigantic boulder has started to split open into two. It seems that once Miss Nagiko-san started choking and started moving the statue, it seems to have activated some mechanism. Yep. It seems that because of that, we figured out some sort of gimmick being played at hand. So yeah, essentially after she chokes it, she started pushing the statue everywhere. And then Achilles like, what the hell are you doing with our valuable information? See? It says these guys are komainu. If you don't know what a komainu is, it's like a specific breed of tiny dogs. And says usually whenever it's tiny dogs, you would see it in the shrine that each dog would stare at each other. And what Miss Nagiko did was make sure that the statue pointed at each other, so their faces looked at each other. And once that happened, the boulder opened up. And it says, yeah, when it comes to komainu shenanigans, they should always be looking at each other. It's always the norm. It says, that's what it is. It says, So I thought if I put them in the right direction, something would have happened. What do you think, Chanmasu? You think better of me now? I'm a genius. If you don't know what a Koma Inu is, it's like this. This is a perfect stature here. If you guys can see here, specifically, what she did was essentially, these statues, these little dogs were not looking the right way. So what she did was she just turned it around so it faced this way like that. Because the statue were facing straight forward. So what Miss Nagiko is, what she's done is that she fucking put that bitch in an arm chokehold and made sure that it looked this way. Same thing with here. And then because of that, it opened up. And then Sei is like, oh, aren't I a genius? But it says, well, now that I've taken a closer look at it, I think this thing looks fake, counterfeited, trash. It says, hey, you gotta tell us these things. You scared me. It says your movements and your thought process isn't matching. Is it because they're a berserker now? Well, whatever. We gotta check out what's inside. It seems to be a stair leading downwards. It's pretty far down. It says, oh, I see. It's like a sealed ruins or something like that, I wonder? I agree. It sounds very, it vibrates very soundingly. I enjoyed that statement. It looks fun. It says, the mask says that it seems that the location of the map specifically does state somewhere around this sector. So this must be the entrance to the secret treasure. I believe there will be a reward waiting for us at the end. It says, then we got a problem. From the looks of it, the walkway looks tighter than, the walkway looks tighter than ever before. As if we were all to go in at once, if something were to occur, we're going to be dead stuck in the center problematically. In my honest opinion, in this entrance, someone should be left behind just in case anything were to occur. That means that we're going to have to split up a member to make sure that they stay on guard here. Since smallness is a necessity, I think me and this child is perfectly fine for the walking through the candidate. It says, now, it's time for us to search the underground mystery of the ruins. It says, I'm getting quite excited. It's quite the heart elevating event. I can't wait to go down there. Oh, does that mean we have to be small? Oh, and she turns smaller. It says, wait, she's small. When did you? It says, even though if I'm wearing a swimsuit, I am still myself after all. Especially currently, right now, all I can see is you and locked on to you, Masta. Therefore, does not matter which pride or form that I'll be in. Essentially, she's saying that currently I'm locked on. She's locked on to Master. Hobbies and favorites of Ascensions aside. In this current formation, if you need someone to feel love from a little one, I can always become this form to answer your call. It's essentially Kama specifically saying, I can be whatever you want to be, from little to big. I like how Anastasia's on the side, like super zoomed up. It says, "What do you think, Master? I'm so quite reliable. You can always fall in love with me anytime you want." What are you doing? So, like, Anastasia's like getting closer while Kama's getting close. It says, "I'm sorry, I can't hear. What are you saying?" So, oh, it's funny. So, yeah, while Kama's saying things like that, right? Like, I can fulfill any of your desires. I'm locked onto you, right? Like, I'm trying to make you fall in love with me. Love me all you want, for I can be flexible. Master didn't hear any of that shit because Anastasia is covering our ears. And so it says, "I'm sorry, I can't hear you. My ears are plugged by someone." It says, "This stupid Tassar." Tassar smiles. Damn, nice block, girl. It says, "Well, with that said, Chamasu, what are we gonna do with the members gonna stay behind? We're gonna have to create a waiting team and a pursuing team. Sei can go whichever whichever you like. If you can be on the exploration side, it will be appreciated. Whenever it comes to gimmicks and solving certain criterias, I believe it'll be best if you were to work with Masta." Huh? You sure? You sure about that? It's me we're talking about here. Yes, but for some odd reason, this cave or this ruin has a little nuance of Eastern sets of Eastern sets of feeling, and I believe you will come in handy. It says, yeah, with that said, there might be more traps or gimmicks that might come about further down the ruins. And I believe Miss Nagiko-san would detect any of these faster and better than any of us here combined at this rate. And says, "Well, yeah, when it comes to finding the entrance, you were the first one to see it by looking at these patterns that we never thought of. I've got some questionable place here and there, and my thoughts are very vague on the on that idea. But I can still trust your skills." It says, "I still want to I still want to go with you guys, but I think it'd be best if me and Mash stay here just in case." So it'll be Senpai, Miss Da Vinci, Miss Kama, Miss Anastasia, and Nagiko-san. I believe those will be the pursuing members. I think that'll be the max capacity for this ruin. Unfortunately, Mr. Achilles and I will stay here and watch guard and make sure that the front door doesn't collapse on you." It says, yeah, when it comes to a closed space area, you definitely want to have a route of escape if anything were to happen. Besides, we'll do our very best that at worst that these stone walls won't shut on you when weird things happen. Well, Master, let's head out without a warning. Let's finish this quickly and come on out. I'm so excited to explore. What's up with this place, huh? Is it Japanese? Is it really Easter? Hmm. Even like the rotting and even the ambience looks very familiar to the place that I know so much. I think it's getting more exciting than ever before. It says, "Are you sure this is quite fun?" Well, it seems that you and Miss Tassar that's on her high horses seems like you're enjoying yourselves. Wow. It says, "Hey, it's a little dangerous to go alone. Don't go too far, guys." Yep. Especially in these types of ruins and caves and whatnot, there's always a danger always attached to them. When it comes to a mystery spot or a divine folklore tale places and places that might have any faint of divinity, they always have that, just in case. I think it's fine. I believe in normal caves, it should be worried about bears and other dangerous creatures. But this place was quite sealed with a gigantic rock, after all. So technically, if anything were to be sealed, they would already withered and died out due to starvation or lack of oxygen. Well, that might be technically true in case, but you gotta understand, these quote-unquote invader traps are very peculiar and mysterious, and that even though a long time has passed, they... Yeah! And speak of the devil. Uh-oh. It says she's got very lucky that she didn't get hit directly by those. But you can clearly tell that it's a death trap in Lay of Awakening. It says, "Now, Basta, please make sure you're very close to me. Skin to skin contact at least. After all, if you're next to me, you'll always be in the safe zone." I think that might be, that might be the case. But, hey, can't you guys hear something slithering nearby? Yes, we do. An enemy. Yep. Whenever it comes to these types of caves and ruins, there are always going to be some weird singular existence. I have singular or multiple existence creatures that needs a sacrificial offering in order to appease the death traps again and whatnot. And it could happen that once the gate was opened, a familiar of the guardian of this place had been summoned in order to protect any intruders were to come. There's a possibility to be the case. It says, "Please stop. Please stop smiling and analyzing so happy-go-lucky. Rampy animation is fast? No, JP is fast. That's what it is." It seems that as a guard dog of a ruin, it failed to do its job. Dots. It looked like it was very weak. What's up with that? What's wrong? Is there something that... You know, if anything worse gets to come along, I thought I was going to be helping you out, but I'm so glad. It seems that there was no need for my help whatsoever, isn't there? Hey, wait, you're